Is it better to buy silver or gold right now? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Stormy here. Today I wanted to talk to you about silver and gold, specifically which of these two is the better buy. Now, I have my own opinions, as do many of you who are watching this video. However, there is one of these metals that I prefer right now in times of a looming recession. And some people think that we actually are in the recession right now, but be that as it may, I definitely have my preference as to which of these two metals I think that you should be buying, which you should definitely stay to the end, and I'll tell you my verdict. Before that, I wanted to quickly talk to you about spot prices. Right now, we see gold still hovering around $1,700 an ounce, with silver in the high $18 range, around $18.80 at the time of the recording of this video. Now, which of these two metals is better to buy? Well, the one thing that you need to keep in mind is that both of these metals serve a purpose in your stack. I've always said that it's better for you to have both of these in your portfolio as opposed to just one over the other. Now, some people do complain about the cost of gold. At the time of the recording of this video, a gold coin such as this 1 ounce gold eagle is going to cost you around $1,850, maybe $1,900 if you're lucky, depending on where you can buy them. Silver, on the other hand, is going to cost you, depending on the item, around $22 to $25 an ounce, depending, again, like I said, on the particular item. Now, some people are going to complain and say that when they are trying to save up money to buy this 1 ounce gold coin, that it's going to take them too long. To try to save up and spend around $2,000 on a gold coin, it's going to take way too long. And then if they want to buy a 1/10 ounce or a 1/4 ounce gold coin, it's going to be too high in premiums. So what do? What should you buy? Now, I will share with you at the end of this video what I think that you should be buying, whether it should be silver or gold. And I will also let you know that it's not going to be, oh, you should buy both of them. I'm going to actually tell you what I think that you should be buying right now, and I'll tell you what it is that I am buying as well. I do want to get into a discussion with Tim Puro from Puro's Coins up in Rutland, Vermont. He took some time to speak with me about whether or not you should be buying silver and gold. Let's jump into that interview, and then I will tell you whether or not you should be buying silver or gold. Stock market is tanking. Crypto is in the toilet. So around this time, a lot of people start fleeing to precious metals because it's a safe haven. Silver and gold have been relatively flat for the most part for the last 6 months, give or take. Yeah. What do you think people should be doing in terms of buying silver and gold right now? Is this a time that they should be buying as much as they can in preparing for a recession? Is this a time that they kind of sit back and wait and look to see if silver and gold prices dip even further? Like, what do you think is a good strategy right now?
Well, I mean, eventually, silver in particular is it's going to the spot price is going to be accurate.
Yep.
I don't believe it's accurate right now.
Yep.
So in my opinion, silver is a buy. Keep buying it till it's $30, $40, $50. I think you just gotta kind of wait it out. Are
you in the camp of silver's undervalued?
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we may have discussed this before, but premiums on silver eagles, you're paying $13 over spot for them, and it's never been like that.
Nope.
And I don't know, someone came in the other day, and I don't know if this is true or not, but the mint is having trouble finding planchets.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, so if that's true, then the price of silver has to go up.
Sure.
If demand is bigger than supply, then.
But meanwhile, you have all the other mints across the globe just churning out nothing but silver. You got all these new releases. You know what I mean? It's to me, it almost seems like there's no shortage. So like, what's the deal, U.S. Mint? Like, why can't they get their crap together?
Yeah.
They canceled. I don't know if you saw, but they were going to do a proof peace dollar and proof Morgan dollar. And then they were talking about this. Everybody was really excited for this new release because there's never been one. And then they canceled it. And people were pissed because they came out with 100th anniversary coins not too long ago, and that was like the big, the big thing. And so, U.S. Mint, to me, I mean, they seem to have a really difficult time fulfilling orders, taking orders, Do you ever try to go and buy stuff on their website when they have like a new release?
Yeah.
God, it's awful.
Yeah, I've gotten through a few times, but yeah, and I don't know what the solution is. Maybe in other industries, things like that happen too. I mean, maybe there's just the computers can only handle so much, and even if you add more
capacity or whatever bandwidth, they still struggle.
Yeah.
So you think silver all the way up to maybe $50 is like a good purchase? You say go,
Yeah, I mean, I am not a financial expert, by any means.
No.
But every once in a while, silver gets away from them, from the big guys.
Yeah.
And it gets up closer to what it's actually worth.
Right.
And I don't know why silver isn't like $80 an ounce or something.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of experts that are on YouTube. There's the CEOs of the various mining companies. You have the analysts who are constantly trading silver, and they're always talking about triple-digit silver, that it's going to happen. And like you said, Eagles being $13, $15 over the spot price, never been like that. I remember buying them for $2 over spot.
Right.
And since this divergence between the premiums and the spot prices, I haven't touched them. Until recently I got a deal on some, but still it's hard to justify buying Eagles for $38, $40 when you see the spot price being down at 22, 23.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next question, actually. What would you say if somebody's brand new to stacking? They walk in the door. And they're like, oh, I have, $1,000 to spend. I don't know what I should buy. I should buy silver. Should I buy gold? What do you think is the better buy right now?
I mean, I'm always a fan of 90%.
90%?
Yeah, I'm always a fan of that because it's hard to counterfeit.
Yeah.
You can just bounce it on the counter and you know that it's good. It's smaller sizes, so if silver goes crazy, at least you
have the fractional aspect.
Yeah, you can trade it much easier, a silver dime versus cutting up a 1 ounce bar or something.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm always a fan of 90%.
Okay. Any kind of 90%, or do you just like it all? I mean,
ideally, probably like BU, Kennedy's, Roosevelt's, and
because less wear.
Yeah, less wear, and I don't know, but how much loss there is with wear, because I think a lot of times it's just spreading the silver around, not necessarily wearing it off. But yeah, I right now I'm noticing the dealers are paying a significant premium for BU Kennedy's.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I think that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And if right now when you purchase 90%, you buy it by the dollar face.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if when silver goes crazy, they're going to be buying it by weight instead of by the face value.
Okay.
So if you have a bunch of slick Standing Liberty quarters versus a bunch of BU Kennedy halves, it's going to make a difference.
Sure.
Yeah.
I actually did a video not too long ago. Actually, it's not a bad idea to revisit that, but I did weigh, I think it was like 50 Mercury dimes up against 50 Roosevelt dimes, and there was a discrepancy in the weight. The Mercury dimes were off by, I forget what it was, maybe 3 grams, possibly 5 grams. I forget the exact amount.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, like you're saying, like the BU Kennedys having like a little bit more of a premium. Even though they're not necessarily as historic and beautiful in design like the older coins, like Barbers and what have you, seeded dimes and whatever, but because of the weight being there, that makes sense. I personally, I'll buy constitutional silver to flip it. I don't stack it myself. For whatever reason, it's because it's not all pretty and shiny.
Yeah.
I prefer to look at the stuff the more modern stuff, but people love the constitutional silver.
Well, if you're looking to get the most silver for your buck, I think 90% is a good way to go.
Yeah.
If you want pretty stuff, then you can go out and buy rounds and Philharmonics or Maple Leafs or things like that.
2 years ago, I think I was buying constitutional silver for 10 times face. Now it's around anywhere between 19 to 23, depending on who you go to.
Right.
It's, to me, it's it's crazy to see where and I've only been stacking for maybe 4 or 5 years, and it's just crazy to see where we were and where we are now. Yeah. Thanks so much, Tim, for spending the time to share your thoughts with us as to whether or not you should be buying silver or gold. So now here is my verdict, whether or not you should be buying silver or gold. Which is better right now? Okay, now I did say that I will tell you whether or not you should be buying one over the other. However, I do want you to keep in mind, it depends on what it is that you are looking to do. For me personally, I'm holding off on buying gold right now. Even though that the gold prices have lowered quite a bit, and it's a good opportunity for me to dollar cost average down, I still believe that silver has a little bit more room to drop. And so I am actually going to be allocating my funds into buying more silver. That way I could flip it for a profit. And then with those funds, I'm going to either A, continue to increase my inventory, because I do buy and sell silver and gold frequently. I sell on my auctions on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and also on my website, empirepreciousmetals.com. So I'm either going to continually roll over those profits and those funds that I keep getting from buying and selling silver into more inventory, or at a certain point, I haven't yet decided as to what dollar amount it's going to be, but once gold hits a certain number, I'm actually going to then dive back into gold and buy some. I'll share that in an upcoming video as to whether or not, you should buy gold at a particular price. But as of right now, my idea is that silver is the better play for flipping, not for really long-term stuff right now, because I do think that silver is going to be dropping even further. But for me personally, I think that silver is a little bit of a better buy right now. And also, those of you that play the gold-silver ratio, it's sitting at 91-1. That means that for every 91 ounces of silver, it's going to equate to 1 ounce of gold. So even though I don't play the gold-silver ratio, there's a lot of people that do. So that's another metric that you can certainly look at. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Silver or gold? What's the better buy right now? And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.